Hello dear students, today we are going to learn the topic of second unit, that is Python operators and control flow statements. Our today's topic is control flow and conditional statements. So we are already familiar with this stuff. We have already learned the different programming language in previous semesters. Okay, so this is just what the concept we are going to recall. Okay, so first, what is conditional statements, where you have to take a decision, or there is, if the condition is satisfied, then it is if condition is going to true, then it is perform some statement. If condition is going to be false, so it is perform some statements. Okay, so decision making is an anticipation of condition occurring while the execution of the program and specifying the actions taken according to the condition. Decision structure evaluate multiple expressions which produce true or false as outcome. You need to determine which action to take and which statement to execute. It outcomes is true. When you have to decide when if the condition is going true, what you need to do. Okay, and whether it is false, then what you have to do. Okay, so you have to specify it. This is just a general form of typical decision making structure found in most of the programming language. First you are checking the condition. Whether condition is true, then it is execute the conditional code. When condition is false, then it is going to directly close that particular operation. Okay, so this is just a structure of control flow. Single statement suits. Okay, so we'll see how the condition is going to work. See the example. If variable var is equals to 100, if var is equals to 100, if the value of variable is 100, then it is going to print. So colon is used for single stood statement. Okay, colon is used for single stood statement. We are directly going to print value of expression is 100. Okay, if it is so this is directly going to print value of expression is 100 if the variable value is 100. And if the variable value is different, suppose var is equals to 50, then it is directly going to print the goodbye. But here the value of var is 100, so that's why it's going to print value of expression is 100 and goodbye also. Okay, so this is colon is used for single statement suit. Next, if statement. It is similar to that the other languages. The if statement contains the logical expression using which data is compared and a decision is made based on the result of the comparison. Okay, if expression, so first it will check the condition using what expression you have placed there. If condition is true, then the some statement are going to be executed. Okay, if the boolean expression evaluates to true, then the block of statements inside the if statement is executed. If the boolean expression evaluates to false, then the first set of code after the end of the if statement is executed. So see the structure. When condition is true, then it is going to perform the conditional code. Okay, when it is going to be false, so it is directly jump after the if statement. It is not going to execute the conditional code. Okay, so like way the if statement is executed. So this is the example of if statement. See the example. If number is equals to 3, if num is greater than 0, then print number is positive. Either or if okay, so after that if is going to be closed. Okay, so after closing of if, you are going to print this is the always printed. Okay, then second example, when you are assigning the value -1 to number. Okay, and you are performing the same operation, that if number is greater than 0, then print it is a positive number, and last statement is this is also always printed. So for the 3, it is going to print the number is positive number, and second statement is this is always printed. Okay, it is going to be print, but for -1, it is not going to print it is a positive number, it is directly going to print this is also always printed. Okay, so this is the difference. Okay, so that way the if statement is work. Next is shorthand if statement. We have already seen that this is similar that suit statement. Okay, single suit statement. If you have only one statement to execute, you can put it on the same line as the if statement. Okay, you have to just use colon to specify your statement with the expression. Okay, so example, a is equals to 200, b is equals to 32. If a is greater than b, so you have to specify the statement. If the statement is true, or you whatever your statement you want to print, so directly place it after the expression by using colon. Okay, so after colon you are going to write your statement, and when we are going to execute this line of code, so it will produce a is greater than b. Next is if else statement. So an else statement can be combined with the if statement. An else statement contains the block of code that execute if the conditional expression in the if statement resolves to 0 or a false value. The else statement is an optional statement, and there could be at most only one else statement following if. The syntax for the same is if expression. If it is true, then executing the if block. If it is false, the expression is going to be false, then it is going to perform or going to execute the else part. Okay, so see the structure. When condition is true, so it will execute the if code, or when condition is false, it is going to execute the else code. Okay, this is the example of if else statement. See here, if number is equals to 3, and same example, if number is greater than equal to 0, then it is going to print positive or 0. If number is not greater than 0, then it is going to print a negative number. When you are using 3, then it is print positive or 0. Okay, when you are using -5, then it is printing then it is going to print a negative number. When you are going to use 0, then it is directly print it is a positive or 0. Okay, the next is shorthand if else statement. Okay, how to use if else statement in a single suit. Okay, if you have only one statement to execute, one for if and one for else, you can put it all on the same line. So what is the syntax? Statement, then if expression, then else statement. Okay, the statement for true values comes first, then if expression is come, then else statement is come. For example, a is equals to 2, b is equals to 330. So what is the statement? We are considering that our statement for if is we are going to print the value of a. Okay, because a is greater than b, so we are going to print the value of a. So my if block code is, or my if block statement is print a. Okay, then what is the expression if a is greater than b, and what is the statement for else part? So after else you are going to use that else statement, that is print b. So when you are executing this code according to the example, if a is not greater than b, so it is going to print the value of b. So that's why your output is b over here. If we are exchanging the value, if we are considering a is 330 and b is 2, so then according to the our expectation, the output of our example is going to be a. Okay, next is elif statement. Specifically we are say that else if statement. The elif statement allows you to check multiple expressions for true and execute a block of code as soon as one of the condition evaluates true. Similar to the else, the elif statement is optional. However, unlike the else, for which there can be at most one statement, there can be an arbitrary number of elif statement following an if. So if you want to specify more conditions, Okay, so you can use ellipse statements if expression 1, then your statement, else if the expression 2 is true, then perform this statement, or if there is no more statement, so you can directly use the else part. When there all conditions are false, then else part is going to be executed. So see the structure, test the expression of if it is true, then go throughout the if body. Okay, if it is false, then test for second expression of elif. Okay, if it is true, then go for the body of elif, else if. Okay, if it is false, then go for the body of else. So this is the structure of elif statement. We are going to see the example of elif statement. See here, the value for num variable is 3.4. If number is greater than 0, then print positive number. Else if number is equals to 0, then print 0. Else print negative number. Okay, so when you are using 3.4, so it is going to print positive number. Okay, when you are using 0, so it will directly print 0, or when you are using minus 3.4, so it is going to print negative number. So because number is less than 0, that's why it print the negative number. Okay, next is nested if statement. There are maybe a situation when you want to check for another condition after a condition resolved to true. In such situation, you can use the nested if construct. If a nested if construct, you can have an if elif else construct inside the another if elif else construct. Okay, the syntax for the nested if else construct may be, if expression 1 is true, okay, then we are going to execute the statement, and after the statement, if you want to perform another if statement, so we can go through it. We are specifying another if, then their expression 2, okay, we are executing the true statement, then else part of the second if. Okay, then when we are complete it, then after we have to specify the else part of the first if. Okay, so see the structure. We are first checking the test expression. If it is true, then we are going for the nested test expression. If nested test expression is true, then we are going to the body of nested if. Okay, and after that we are comes to the statement just below the first if. If your statement of nested if expression is false, then we are executing the body of nested else. Okay, and afterwards also we are going to come towards the statement below the if statement. Okay, if your statement of first if is false, then it is directly going towards the body of else. Okay, and it's directly execute the statement just below the first if. Okay, so like this way your nested if is works. Here we'll see the example of nested if statement. Number is equals to float, and we are just using the input function, so it will directly convert your string value into the float values. Okay, and it will stored on a number. Okay, if your number is greater than 0, then again we are going to check whether number is equal to 0 or not. If it is 0, then it will print 0. If it is not equal to 0, then it will print it is a positive number, else it is print negative number. So if you are inputting, it will ask for enter a number. If you are entering 5, then it will print positive number. If you are again executing it and you are passing the number 0, then it will print 0. Okay, if you are passing -5, then it is printing your number is negative. Okay, so this is only with this video. Okay, thank you.